So, in the last class, we were starting the first line of the chapter number 4. We started a new chapter. The name of the chapter is Storing Data. So, the name of the chapter is Storing Data. Everybody open the page number 27. On the page number 27, the first line of the chapter is Computer have memory. Yes, we see this line in the last class that computer has memory. Yes, that's why computer store everything. Computer have memory. Not only computer, calculator also have memory. But the difference of calculator and the computer memory is of size. Calculator memory is very much small and store very less data. But computer memory is big and store much data. It's a page number 27, Hatim. It's a page number 27. Okay, thank you, Ayad. Okay, so, so, so computer have memory. When we enter data, it is temporarily stored in the computer's main memory. So, there are two memories, primary or secondary, sometimes also called as main memory or the primary memory. Okay, so stored in the main memory. When we are typing, for example, when you are typing a data, it is stored in the main memory permanently or for some time. It's for temporary. Temporary means it will be stored for some time. Okay, so let me add someone. Someone joins the class right now. Okay, so temporarily means it will. Zia Salim, don't ask me the screen control. Nobody should ask me the screen control. Okay, if you know the difference, then don't ask me the screen control of my screen. Computer have memory. When we type any data, it is temporarily stored in the computer's main memory. For example, we are typing a name A, B, C, D. When we are typing it, it's temporarily stored in the main memory. Okay, why it is stored in the main memory? Because it's a way towards a permanent one. Okay, computer have two kinds of memory. Computer have two types of memory: RAM and ROM. So these are two types of the computer memory. These are the two types of computer memory. The first one is the RAM, the second one is the ROM. So, as a name shows, the M at the end, the M at the end shows it's a memory. The M, the M at the M at the end shows it's a memory. Okay. So, RAM stands for random access memory. Random access memory. Random means you can access this memory randomly. The word randomly means you can access it many times. You can access it many time. You can access it many time, but not in any order. You come to school not randomly. You come to school regularly. Okay, random means there is no sequence, there is no pattern, but majorly majorly it's accessed by the computer. But why it is no pattern? Because it depends on us, it depends on human. We access it. Okay, we access it. For example, when we click on anything, then the RAM will start working. Okay, if we are not doing anything, the RAM will not work. So it's a random, it has no meaning, it has no pattern that it can access at 1 minute, 2 minutes. Whenever we click on any item, video, picture, image, game, or Facebook, so whenever we click on the any item, then it will start or accessing memory. Otherwise it will not access. That's why it's a random. Random means the thing which has no pattern. Randomly, for example, if I say I am selecting students randomly in the class, so randomly means selecting students without any pattern, without any order. Select two students from the first row, one student from the second row, four students from the third row, so there is no pattern. So randomly I selected. Okay, it's not invented. Amin Mazin is not invented, it's made. It's made by the scientist. It's not a scientist. These are the labs, those who are working on it. Okay. So RAM is a random access memory. Random means many times, but not in any order. You come to school regularly, but you go to picnic randomly. Means whenever you have a mood or whenever you have a chance, you can go to the picnic. But it's not a pattern that you go to the picnic to every day. Okay. So Ziad Salim, how it is made? If we go towards that side, we will get off track to the subject or the course. Okay, it's a chip. It's just a chip. Okay, it's just a chip which can be inserted in the system unit, which can be inserted in the system unit in the board. In the next class, I will show you the pictures of the RAM. I will show you the pictures of the RAM. RAM just help you clicking on different things, opening of different things, running of different things. Kindly close your videos, please. Amin Mazen, everybody should close their videos, please. Okay. So, RAM will help you in any running task. For example, you are playing game. Okay, RAM will help you. For example, you are downloading anything, you are opening a graphics, you are playing a SD video, you are watching a movie, you are seeing a picture. So everything can be loaded first in the RAM. Can be loaded first in the RAM. So if you have a very good graphics card and you have very low RAM, so your system will lag, because with the good graphics card you should have a good RAM also. Okay, so random access memory is available for operating system, for operating computer system and programs. Programs means software. So as I told you, each and everything running in the computer first is loaded into the RAM. And when the computer is running, every operating system, every program is loaded in the RAM first. Data in RAM is temporary. What does mean by temporary? It means it's not permanent. It will not stay there permanently. It will be erased. When once we turn off the computer, the data is deleted or data is erased. Once it is deleted, the data is erased. Yes, Adam?
Sir, in the last period you say for us, you will tell us in this period or in the next period
Yes, till the period is finished, yet right now or not? So, as I told you, the random means many. Random means many. There are so many dots there. These dots are without any pattern. These dots are without any pattern. So, these are random. Many dots are there, but no pattern is there. Excess means excess is same like the kg and the petrol, as I gave you the example of the things. And random access memory means we access the memory randomly. Okay, so RAM is depend on us. Okay, let me ask you, uh Ziad, did you understand?
Yes, sir, now I understand.
Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
great. That's great. Okay, good. Okay, so now what we have, data in the RAM is temporary. Once we turn off the computer, the data is deleted. For example, when we are playing a game on the computer and our computer unfortunately switched off, and when we start the computer again, when we start the computer again, the first screen we will see after opening the computer, after switching on the computer, what would be the first screen? Is it a game or is it the computer loading screen? What would be the first screen? For example, you are playing a game, you are playing a game and your computer is unfortunately shut down, means switch off, someone took the switch out and your computer is shut down. Okay, so now you switch it on again. When you switch it on again, what screen will come? The loading screen will come, or you will see the game running on it, this screen. Yes, everybody can answer.
You will see the
Loading
game.
screen.
The loading screen.
The
The
loading
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 screen.
screen.
Computer
screen.
load the loading
Loading
screen.
Loading
screen.
Loading
Loading
screen.
screen.
That's
Loading
great.
screen.
That's great. That's great. So, Ziad Salim and Yad, Suleiman, and so many students give the answer. It's a loading screen. Why the loading screen is coming? Because the game, yes, Ahmad Mabruk, you also said it. Okay. So, why the loading screen is coming? Why the game is not there? Because the game you are playing at that time is running in a RAM. Is running in a RAM. And RAM is temporary. And the RAM is temporary. So, the data, the game you are playing is temporary on the screen. You are playing it. Your score is increasing. But when it is off, everything lost. RAM lost the memory. RAM lost the memory because the computer is turned off. The data is deleted. Now again you have to load the data. Again you have to load the data. Okay, how you can load the data? You just have to click again on the game and start playing it again. Now this time again the game will load it in the RAM and you can play it. Okay, in this way you can do each and everything in the RAM. If you have any question in between the topic, you can just send the question in the chat. Okay. So the second thing is the ROM. The second thing is the ROM. The second thing is the ROM. So we finished about the RAM. RAM is always available for us for the programs. We, the humans, use the RAM. Whenever we click on anything on the computer, then RAM will be utilized by the computer. Otherwise, the computer, when we switch on the computer, RAM will do nothing if we didn't click on anything. Okay. Okay. So Adam asked, which is the best or better, RAM or ROM? No, both are needed. Both are needed. For example, if I ask you, the car has four tires. Which tires are best? The front one or the back one? Front one or the back one? You need all four tires. There is nothing best in it. You needs both the things. RAM and ROM, you need both things. Okay? RAM and ROM are two tires of the computer. Okay? Both are needed. Both are needed. Computer cannot work without them. For example, if I ask you that car has four tires, which tire is best? The front one or the back one? So all the four tires are important. Nothing, no one is the best one. Ziad, if you have any question, you can send the question in it. Okay? Ziad Salim. So, so in simple meaning, all of the things, all of the programs, all of the software. So all of the software, all of the things when you are running, they are loaded in the RAM. All the data in the RAM will be deleted, will be disappear, will be erased, will be erased. Why? When the RAM is off, because it is made in such a way that it will lose the data when it will not get any electricity. When the electricity is not there in the RAM, then it will lose the data. When electricity is not there in the RAM, it will lose the data, and everything you are doing on the screen, it will lost, and you have to load it again. So this is all about the RAM. Now we are moving towards the next one. The next one is ROM. It's a read only memory. It's a read only memory. Read only memory. So what does ROM do? What does ROM do? So read only memory contains some instructions. Read only memory contains some instructions for booting up, booting up the computer, booting up the computer, booting up the computer. ROM or read only memory contains instruction for booting up the computer. Okay, it would be very good if someone Tell me what does mean by booting. I will tell you what does mean by booting. It's very easy. It's a easy process. This is the first thing you do with the computer. Whenever you are using computer, so you will do the first thing. The first thing you do with the computer is a booting. But okay, now what will happen in it when we start the computer? What will happen when we start the computer? The microprocessor will go to the RAM, go to the ROM and ask for the instruction of loading the operating system. The Windows are instructions are there. The ROM will tell the processor where is the operating system. The ROM will redirect it to the hard disk. That in the hard disk there is your operating system. There is your Windows 10. There is your Windows 8. And then RAM will access that part of the hard disk. Then RAM will access that part of the hard disk where the operating system is. In this way, the ROM is helping. The ROM is just helping in the instructions for booting up the computer. ROM is just helping for booting up the computer. Okay, it tells the processor where is the operating system. Where is the operating system? Data in ROM is permanent. Okay, it is not erased when we shut down the computer. When we shut down the computer, what will happen? It shut down. But when we restart the computer, it will not ask us that where is the operating system, where is the Windows. There is an instruction inside it. It's already saved, and that instruction is read only. It means that processor, the computer can read only that instruction. Only read only that instruction. Computer read that instruction, and these instructions will help in starting up a computer. And in this way, the computer is getting started. So in this way, the RAM helps us. The RAM helps us. The ROM and the hard disk drive both are different. The ROM and the hard disk drive is different. We can use the hard disk drive. It's in our control. But ROM is we can just read the ROM because the name of this memory is read only memory. We can't change it. We can't change it. Okay, just no, in the ROM, there is no game. In the ROM, there is no game. There are some instructions. The instructions in the ROM are saved by the company, by the organizers who made this ROM. Okay? We can't change it. We can save our game in the hard disk drive. We can save data in hard disk drive whenever we are playing anything, whenever we are doing anything on the computer, it's running in the RAM. But ROM is a firmware. ROM is a firmware. So, what is firmware? Firmware is a software type of thing, but it's not a software. It's a type of software which can't be changed by us. It's a firmware made by the company. Okay, for example, purchase a mobile you purchase a mobile, you are using the Android or you are using the iPhone. So the operating system inside it, for example, you are using Android 10. So can you make the Android 11? No. This Android 10 is a operating system. It is made by the company. Okay, when you switch on the mobile, did you tell mobile that where is the operating system is safe? No, the mobile automatically load the operating system in the screen. On the screen it will show you that it's loading the screen. Why? Because this instruction, this order is saved in ROM in each and every gadget or in each and every device. We cannot save anything in ROM. We cannot save anything in ROM because it is used by the computer. We can erase, we can delete, we can save new data in the computer when we are using the hard disk drive. But for ROM, we can't change anything. We can't change anything. We can't change anything in the ROM. So RAM is temporary. RAM is temporary. The RAM loses the data. RAM is temporary. Okay, RAM is temporary. It loses data. loses data when electricity goes off. ROM is permanent. ROM is permanent. Never lose data. So these are the two differences between them. So what are the differences? The differences are RAM is temporary because RAM is working on the electrical charge, on the electricity it's working. It loses data when electricity goes off. ROM is permanent, never lose the data. Okay, so RAM lose the data whatever we are doing on the computer. If the computer is switched off, unfortunately, then everything will be goes off. For example, you are make a picture in the paint and you didn't saved it, and the computer is switched off, or someone take out the plug from the switch. So your data, your picture will be lost. It's not saved. It's saved right now in the RAM, but it's temporary. And you didn't saved it in the hard disk drive, then it's lost. When you restart the computer, you will not found that picture. Okay, and the ROM is little bit different. We can't save anything in the ROM. Okay, it's a read only. As name shows, it's a read only memory. We can just read it. We can just read this memory, and it is used for switching. It is used for switching the computer on. It means that it is used for booting up the computer. It has an instruction for booting up the computer. Data and ROM is permanent, so the instructions there are permanent. So many students ask very good questions. So temporary means it's not permanent. Zia, temporary means it's not permanent. Okay, means things will not stay there at the end, at the last. Okay, so along with it, we are come to the end of the period. We will continue this lesson from this page again, from this line again, and the assignment is available for you. Everybody open the assignment, and some of the students ask very good questions. Yes, Ahmadullah Mehman asking the question when the RAM is off. Yes, RAM is off. Unfortunately or fortunately, it will always lose the data because without electricity, RAM will lose the data. Okay. Hatim, you were asking the RAM and ROM. So I explained the RAM and ROM. You are asking that what is meant by RAM and ROM. I explained this thing. Okay. And what about the question, chapter number 3 answer? Okay. uh, Chapter number 3 question answers. I will upload the question and answers of the chapter number 3 in the class light, and when I upload it, I will inform you that the question and answers are uploaded in the class era or the class light. And when I upload you, I will send you the mail in the class light. And Arhan is asking, can we save data in ROM? No, we can't save anything. As I told you, this thing, that instruction are used for starting up. Okay, so we don't have a worksheet right now. So Tafim also, the paint question was asking by the Tafim. Ayad, the laptop structure is little bit different. The latest laptops have a little bit different structure. So right now we are discussing about the desktop one. Okay, desktop computer. So this is all about today's class. We will continue it from the next class from here. Okay, bye everyone.